Hey everybody, in this video we'll be looking at the leaflet markers and the circle effect. So as you can see, we have this marker and the base, the center, and we have the circle as well. So you can also see the pop-up as well when I click on it. And at the end of this video we will also able to add new markers to the map. So let me switch off this home marker. Now when I click on the plus button, I can see the new marker is added to the map with this nice bounce effect. And let me add another one, and we can also drag it around. So that's what we're gonna build in this video. So coming back to our code, if I remove all the code of the final result, if I preview our app, this is our app looks like in the initial state, and that what we built in our last video. So as soon as our map is initialized, I want to call another function that will add a home marker. That will add some basic markers. So let's do that. So I'll call it add home marker function. So and the content of the function will be, let's define our function. So we are first creating a marker. Let's add another line to it. Then we are adding a pop-up bind pop-up. So when we click on it, we will get this message in the pop-up and with the close button. And then finally we are adding this marker to our map. So let's preview it. So that's our preview look like. We have this marker. Now, if you are not able to see some images, if you don't see anything here, or in my screen I see the image with the box inside it, around it, this means that our images are not properly loaded. We do have a temporary solution for it. All we have to do is add these lines here. This will just import the images. This is just a temporary solution, because when we run this app in a production, this won't work. So we will look at the permanent solution later. So let's see our preview after adding these import lines. So now we can see the marker along with the shadow. So next, now we have these markers. Let's also add the circle around it. So what I will do, I will also add a circle to right here. So the circle is, I think, it's not anyway directly related to our marker. So what we're doing here, we are just defining, giving it the dew points, light and long, and then the next one object is a configuration object, which mentions the color or the radius, the fill color and opacity. And I think we do have other properties as well. If I control space it, yeah, we do have all the other nice properties as well. Something with the events and line cut. Yeah, you can just play around with that. So I just give it a minimum configuration to see it in the effect. So now we have this marker with the nice circle around it, with all the configuration that we provided, colors and the opacity and things like that. So now we have that. I think we have added markers to the pop-up in circle. Next we need to add a button, and on the click of the button we will add a marker on our map, and we will also able to drag that marker as well. So we will look at some of the options that we can give to the markers. What we will do, we will go over to our HTML and add some HTML here. So I've already prepared my HTML here to save some time while typing. Okay, so they will go inside it. So I have a button which calls add marker functions, and let's also write this function next. All it does is just creates a new marker. We haven't specified. We can also configure the latitude and longitude. where we want to drop our marker, but for the time being I've just pointed right at the center, and we have other configuration as well. Right now I've chosen the draggable. We have all kind of configurations, but the draggable will make it draggable, and then at the end we are adding it to our map. So let's check this in the preview. So right now if I click it, I see a shadow here, and shadow is keep increasing. This means that new marker is added here. And let's hide this marker for the time being to see this in effect. And all I can do is just don't add it to the map. And now as we can see, we can drag it around as well. So beyond that, we also have other functions as well. Like if I click on it, I can have a event listener. Like for instance, if we move around the marker on the map, this can also generate an event which will give us the new locations or the new geopoints where I have dragged the marker. We'll look at in the next videos, but right now I want to make the dropping of the marker a little interesting by the bounce effect that we discussed in the intro of the video. So let's add that next. So Leaflet provides a lot of plugins that really extends the functionality of Leaflet. We will be looking at this one, the Leaflet Bouncemarker. I have already installed it. You can go ahead and install it by typing npm install and the name of the package or just the GitHub URL. Just like this will add it to our package. So as I have already have it, what I would do, I would just import this package like we did those images, and next I would just need to add this. Now I can add just one little configuration which will add this effect, bounce and add. So let's see that effect in the preview as well. You can see that. Whoa. So now we have this nice bouncing effect. The Bouncemarker plugin also accepts other functions like the duration, the height, and the loop, how much time it takes for the animation to complete or how many time it runs. You can also call a function when the animation completes. That is it from this video. I hope you have learned something from it, and keep watching for more awesome content.